It is the second day youth season here with Michael. We're going after him today. So we hunted last year on youth weekend and had a couple shots, but today we're going in with revenge and going to take him out. So I kind of want to give you guys my plan for today, and because this is not normal situation for me. So a couple weeks ago I did a video on calling to birds on a roost, and I said absolutely I do fly down cackle, blah blah blah, and I called to them. Well, the thing is in this particular spot when I was down here last weekend, the birds were roosted so close to the field edge. I set the ground blind up. If they're roosted in the same spot, which I hope they are, I don't want to be out in the field calling because there's a fence line. Is that like a cattle?
It was.
Yeah. There's a fence line that separates, I think, like an old cattle pasture in a hayfield, basically, right?
Yeah.
So I put the ground blind in that fence line, and that fence line is about 40 yards from the woods. And the woods line is basically a big ridge. It breaks off. It's a big freaking hill in it.
Yeah.
So those turkeys are roosted on that ridge, but they're wanting to be in this field. So I put the ground blind in that fence row, and I don't want to be out there calling with those. If they've roosted in the same spot, I don't want to be back there calling in the field while they're in the tree, because I don't think that's realistic. What I am going to do is I'm just going to let them gobble. I'm going to let them do their thing, because I said naturally they want to come to that field. And I'm going to guess about the time that they should be flying down. I didn't get to see last weekend what time they flew down. But I am going to fly down, and then once I get flew down, then I'm going to make a couple calls out there just to let them know that I am in the field. And I talked about doing fly down cackle in some previous videos, but I want to be that first bird in the field to initiate what direction they fly down. So that's my plan. I'm not going to do a whole lot of calling. I'm not going to do any calling on the limb until I think it's about ready for them to fly down, and then I'm going to pitch down to the field, and then I'm going to do some soft calling to kind of initiate that. Last weekend when I was here, there was 9 hens, 2 jakes, and 2 gobblers. And when I got the ground blind set up, when they pitched down, they pitched to me, and when their feet hit the ground, they were in gun range, and that's how close they were last weekend. So if they do the same thing, if they're roosted in the same spot, we're good. The other thing I did was I went and I got a hold of EP. You guys have probably seen my decoy that I carry. I carry one old foam decoy, and it's been folded up for 20 years, and the head's like all crooked on it. I got a hold of EP because he's like a decoy god, and I think he's got a PhD in decoys. So I got a hold of him, and I got one of his good Avian X decoys, and I want to get it set out. And the reason why is because there's 13 birds down here last weekend, and it's 26 eyeballs staring at that decoy. So I wanted that decoy to be as realistic as possible. So I did go do that. We're going to slip in there. It's really dark. We're going to try to get in there early, and because we are going to be close if they're roosted in the same spot. So we're going to go ahead and get back there. We'll see when the sun comes up. You ready?
Yep.
Me too. Let's go do this. I'm excited. See ya. Alright, you ready to get things real? Liven this party up. These birds had gobbled on the limb for about 30 minutes, and like I said earlier, I wanted to be the first one to do that fly down. So I went ahead and did it, And it wasn't long after that the bird started to pitch into the field. The tree line in front of us is exactly 40 yards. And the birds are roosted just inside there on the ridge top. And when they pitch down, they're going to want to pitch into this field. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the first hen do a fly down cackle as she lands in the field just to our right. Here they come. That's a fly down cackle. They're going to be pitching. There's one in the field. Here they come. I told you they're going to be coming. Get ready. Get ready. They're going to fly. There's one in the field down there. There's two in the field now. You see them? Come on, big boy. It's been about 10 minutes since I did that fly down cackle, and here in a second you'll see the bird pitch from the corner of the blind right there, and unfortunately it blocks him as he glides out of the tree into the field, but as soon as he lands, he's in gun range. Right there he is. Right there he is. Get your gun up. Shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah. Killed him. Killed him, son. Big gun kick?
Yeah.
Did it? Boom. Let me see that. Get that thing on safety. We done. We done. I don't even know if we got that on film. What'd I tell you? He's going to pitch in that field, son. Oh, God. Was that cool or what?
Yeah.
Let's go get him. What do you think? What do you think he weighs? What's your guess?
30.
30?
Oh.
I'm going to say... 18. Cool. Come on, let's bring him up here. What do you think?
That's cool.
That's a heck of a bird.